Um, okay, we are learning long division using the standard algorithm. So long division is just dividing much larger numbers than we're used to. So in order to do that, we can't really do it in our brains. We have to do it using multiple steps. So I have our steps listed out here. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. And then you're just going to repeat these steps multiple times. It's super important to memorize these steps. So you can come up with a little saying or phrase to help you memorize them, or you can think of the saying we did in class. Does McDonald's sell burgers? Does and divide both start with a D. McDonald's and multiply both start with an M. Sell and subtract both start with an S. And bring down and burgers both start with a B. So does McDonald's sell burgers is a great way to memorize these steps. Now let's think of a number. Let's take 324 divided by 9. This is another way to write 324 divided by 9. But we can't do that in our head. That's far too big of a number. So we need to write it out like this and follow our steps. Our first step is to divide. So we're going to look at this first number and say, how many times can 9 go into 3? When you think about that, 9 doesn't go into 3 at all. If I had 3 counters and I said, how many times does 9 go into it? Well, none. So we could put a 0 there, or we can look at this next number and make it 32. Now we say to ourselves, how many times does 9 go into 32? You could use your multiplications table, or you could count with repeated addition. 9, 18, 27, 36. Oh, 4 times would be too big because that would make it 36. So I'm going to put 3 times right above that too. Remember, lining up is super important. My next step is to multiply. So I'm going to multiply 3 times 9 equals 27. Remember, I'm lining them up nice and neat. My third step is to subtract 32 minus 27. I can't do 2 minus 7, so I'm going to cross out this and make it a 2. Borrow, make this 12. Now I can do 12 minus 7, and it's going to give me 5. My last step is to bring down. So I'm going to bring down this 4 and make this number 54. My steps tell me I have to repeat this all again, so I'm back up to dividing. How many times does 9 go into 54? Again, I could skip count, use repeated addition, or use my multiplication chart, and I'm going to find out that 9 goes into 54 6 times. Now, my next step is to multiply. 6 times 9 equals 54. My next step is to subtract. 54 minus 54 equals 0. I look, is there anything for me to bring down? No, there's not. My number ended in a 0, so I am good to go. And my answer is 36. So I could say 324 divided by 9 equals 36. That's how we use standard algorithm. Now, it's very important that we always double check our work. Since we know that multiplication and division are opposites, I could multiply these two numbers to see if I got the correct answer. So I'm going to do 36 times 9. I know 9 times 6 is 54. So I'm going to write that ones place right here. Carry the 5. And I know that 9 times 3 is 27 plus 5, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Write that 32. 324, I got the same answer, so my math is correct. And we just learned how to use long division standard algorithm with no remainder in order to divide. And fourth grade, if you watch this all the way through, the code word is smiley face. So write that on your next homework assignment.